what this chamber approved was 819. And we said that the other monies that has been spent cumulatively to, was it 20-something trillion? That the details should be provided. It has never been provided to date. This committee or whatever should find out what happened to the money. And some people must be held responsible, or at least they should come and explain to this Senate what they did with the money. Now it's time that people are looking for their money anywhere. Where is that money? As my privilege, up to now, I swear to God, I'm not supposed to even do that. I've not seen the report. I'm a senator. I moved the motion because I have my reason. My people are shortchanged. This is a serious matter. 500 billion was distributed, and the other geopolitical zones got only 11%. My own region got only 1%. It's not a laughing matter. It's a serious matter that needs to be addressed. So when you say you have submitted the report and you ambush people to submit the report only when those are interested are not there. He asked me to sign on to an interim report. I still repeat, I'm not a small boy. You should have given me the report. I have not seen the report. It's a privilege of mine. What are you talking about? I have not seen the report. And the report was so-called said at the tail end of our tenure. We are new this thing. And this is a very serious matter.
Distinguished Senator Ali, what you are saying was an anomaly. But you see, on this issue today, the Senate President has already ruled on it. And when the matter is stepped down, it does not mean it cannot resurface. So I want to refer you to Order 63. Distinguished colleague, please read Order 63. The Deputy Senate President, please go through Order 63. Read it out. Now, if you want me to read, I will go ahead. The President of the Senate in the Senate and the chairman in any committee shall be responsible for the observance of the rules of order in the Senate and the committee respectively, and their decision upon any point of order shall not be open to appeal and shall not be reviewed by the Senate except upon a substantive motion after notice. Since I've ruled on it, if you want to repeal, you must come with a substantive motion. This issue is rested.
This issue of food crisis should be taken more seriously, because this is the first time Nigeria is being included in countries that are likely to face very, very serious food crisis. There in the north, or here in the north, we have started seeing it visibly. People are hungry, very, very hungry. Many cannot go to their farms. All of us know this. In the north central, the northeast, and the northwest. Even in southeast, we still have crisis among the farmers and herdsmen. Even in southwest, we still have this crisis. As it is now, a bag of rice is selling at about 100,000. A bag of maize, the same thing. Even prices of tomatoes, onions, and other basic food is high. Distinguished colleagues, as representatives of the people, we need to do something, or at least say something. That's why I co-sponsored this motion, and I believe all of us here are concerned because we are talking to one another. Let's do something. Action Against Hunger, World Food Program, FOA, also indicated that over 32 million people are expected to face critical hunger crisis and emerging level between June and August. Let's take this issue of power so that it doesn't come up. Nigerians are getting too much shock unnecessarily. Somebody will just wake up and say, and get a crazy idea that, oh, increase the power this thing, and you go there and announce it. No, it should go through the National Assembly. That's why we are here. We are representing the people, and anything that affects the people should be before the National Assembly before you do it, please. And so let us not, like this now, if we start discussing this very important matter, you say, oh, 10 minutes, 2 minutes. No. In the U.S. Senate, if a senator stands up to speak, you don't tell him round up until he leaves the floor. That is how it's supposed to be. When I heard about this, Band A, Band 2, Band B, Band C, it's discrimination. It's discrimination. And it should not be allowed. This is the first time I'm hearing it, that you can get an hour for 20 hours. And somebody will get it too. Supposing you are living among the masses, and you can afford to pay for 24 hours. And that is what they are supposed to provide. Besides, this power supply, power distribution company belongs to Nigerians. They just took it like that and then use it to be loading charges on Nigerians. Suddenly one morning, they wake up again and say, a cybercrime levy. Thank God this president is listening. And we have a responsibility of calling people to order. If you see how the Minister of Power was presenting this increase in power, as if he owns the company and these Nigerians are being provided. It should not be like that. We are appointed, we are elected. Please, SP, I can see that you are running out of patience. But we are supposed to be doing the right thing. Please. We must commend when somebody does a good job and gives us a leadway, we should follow. I'm happy. It's only that he ignored another group. There should be Band G, and I belong to that group. Band generator and renewable energy, because we don't see the light anywhere. I have a reliable information that once we pass this budget, and it has been practiced, recurrent and current expenditures are being incurred in the name of that extension. And that breeds corruption. So we should, in passing the budget, put a clause that those to be employed, the projects to be implemented are purely that of capital, or maybe selected recurrent, if any. But if we do it blankly like that, I have reliable information that items that are recurrent in the previous year budget are being implemented because there is a blank check given to them. Distinguished colleagues, while I rise to support that this necessary and important bill be committed to the Committee of the Whole, I want to make a very important observation. The main purpose why we want this supplementary budget extended is for the executive to be able to complete the capital budgets of the previous year. That is the main reason. Therefore, we should do such by explicitly including a clause where it will indicate that the supplementary budget is not just a rollover, but an extension to allow the government to complete capital budgets. An individual in Nigeria was patriotic enough to build a refinery, and you have been there, I was not there. He complained that if he had known that he would go through what he has gone through, he wouldn't have started that patriotic and giant project. Yet, he said he's not the person that gives up. He clearly said that the IOCs are frustrating his efforts. Last week or so, fire caught part of the refinery. But fortunately, it has not affected the refinery so much. But coming back to my question.
Point of order.
Okay. Point of order.
The investigation, as suggested by our colleagues, should be holistic, very holistic. And that is also to involve why somebody is producing diesel in the country and he had to go out to look for foreign market to sell the product. On the other hand, polluted or toxic diesel is being imported into the same Nigeria. These are questions that the committee should actually find out, investigate, and as my chairman suggested, those involved should actually be brought to book so that this kind of thing that is going in and killing our country should not repeat itself. That you will extend my time of contribution.
Extended.
Having said that, recently, the Dangote refinery started production of diesel. But he had to sell it out. He has to export it. Because he has to go through a process to supply, to make that supply, to make the diesel available in Nigeria.
Just as a way of, advising the Senate on the way we do things. Mr. President, this is the Senate. This is the Senate. And we should not shy away from learning.
Sorry, the clerk, can I have that order 54? Order 54. Order 54 says the Rules Committee shall locate time to all sequence of speeches, motions, or bills coming before the Senate. So as we are coming under Order 54, this is what is written there. So I'm sorry, Leader, we rule you out of order. Yes, Leader of the Senate. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to move.
Refineries are not working. Dangote started the refinery and he was to complete it. Nothing was there. Let us ask these questions. And it is not enough to say give money to the local refineries. How much have been given to them and what happened? Nothing. So let us find concrete solution to our problem. I am taking this letter back to the leadership, of which I'm one. And as the president was reading them out, I was paying attention. The Senate will make these demands their terms of reference. And please, as I said, this is a message, a very strong one. But we are all Nigerians. This country belongs to all of us. As long as we are involved in the negotiation, we should also consider the consequences of our action. Unfortunately, the people that will suffer more are our people. The people that harass you at the gate are the poor. There is no son of a senator that is constable or sergeant out there. So, where is the problem? The problem is with us. When I was told that you are bad at the gate there, the sergeant at times is here. He can bear me witness. He called me. He said, the chief whip,
there are Labour people out there and the police have blocked them. I told him, allow them to come in and wait for us to come and address them. So it's not that we are completely insensitive. We are Nigerians. As I said, most of us, unfortunately, that are maltreating our own are from the poor. How many are rich Nigerians? There are very few. Majority of our senators are from the poor. Majority of the police harassing us are from the poor. Majority of those people that are doing all these things are the poor. They are just lucky to be in part of security and then you are in the labor. That's the difference. So let us, Mr. President, I give you my word and I give the leadership your word. And also, you should let Nigerians know what is going on. It is not enough for us to gather here and talk about this. We should carry Nigerians along. We should carry Nigerians along. And then we should be considerate to the impact or the effect of our actions on Nigerians. So that if we are fighting somebody, and you don't want to, or you are not supposed to kill him, please beat him, don't kill him. So if you are beating in order to teach that person a lesson, if you kill him, then it becomes another thing. So don't kill us, please. Beat us, but don't kill us. Beat us, I understand. When you disagree with somebody, you can slap him. But if you shoot him, he is dead. So slap us, but don't shoot us. If you shoot the system, then everybody will suffer. And you too will suffer, because if you don't have me, then you are not okay. If your neighbor is hungry and you are okay, you are not okay. So please, Mr. President, reconsider this and give the Senate the chance, and then if we fail you, then of course you can go back to your position. I beg you in the name of God, this should serve as a warning to the presidency, to the National Assembly, to everybody. Then if nothing very tangible comes out of our effort, then you can take action. Is Senator Ali Ndume, a senator representing Borno South, and by God's grace, the chief whip of the Senate. Comrades, I come here in solidarity. Let me say one thing. Please, I beg you in the name of God, let us take what we are doing serious. Let us know that God is watching us. Let us not come here to only wave flags and then sing songs and go back. Let us solve the problem that is in this country. As I come to speak to you, I swear to God, I speak because I know what I went through to escape poverty. The president, the former, the immediate president of NLC is from my constituency, and he knows me very well. I'm a son of the poor that became somebody without knowing anybody. That time, Nigeria was working. I was able to go to public school. I was able to go to public higher institution. I was able to get 3 jobs at a time. But now, things have changed. Who changed? It's we. And we are supposed to do the change. The National Assembly are your representatives. I came here by the grace of God and by the grace of our people, especially the workers. I am 6th-term member of the National Assembly by the grace of God and by the support I receive from people like Waba. Therefore, comrades, please, let us be serious. We have a problem in this country. The problem is both. We have to solve this problem ourselves. Let me tell you that Whether we like it or not, as a representative, we must represent you. In response to what the leadership is doing, the National Assembly, especially the Senate, we have been following keenly what is going on. When we realize that there is a breakdown in the discussion between the presidency and the NLC, day before yesterday, one of our colleagues brought a motion on this labor crisis that we are facing and the need for the Senate to intervene. There is a motion that we passed on Monday. Before we started the screening, we brought that motion, and all the members of the Senate were co-sponsors. And that is to look at what is happening. Why is the negotiation stalled? We have a problem. The NLC is discussing with the presidency. I understand now what the president is saying. I am in support, and I said it before, that the NLC should be negotiating with either the president or the vice president. And if because of their schedule, then an acceptable representation will continue the discussion. We stand with you on that. And as I say, please have confidence in the National Assembly or give us a trial. Let the Senate, the leadership, be involved in the negotiation. One of us here is from the Labour Party. I am from the governing party. Two of them are here. They cannot afford to betray you or fail you. If they do that after 1,400 days, that is 4 years, they will come back to look for your votes. So they know what will happen if they fail you. Please, let us be serious. Let us not just come here, wave flags, and then wear this thing and leave this thing like that. Let us find permanent solution to this. And the solutions can be achieved.